Bro, it's not Usman, it's the boy Jerry from United
Yes.
Talk, stepping in, stepping in. You know what the title, you know what it says. It's Ollie in versus Ollie out. The famous disease. I've got the bros with me, Kish, Biz in the building, and Usman himself. Obviously, I'm in a hot seat. I'm trying to play devil's advocate. But like I said to the boys before, I'm leaning towards the exit door for a certain manager. But we'll get into that. Make sure you smash the like. Subscribe if you're new.
Yes.
And yeah, man, let's get straight into it.
Oh,
Obviously, yesterday's game kind of epitomized Man United's fan base, man. We play shit and we win the game. That's Man United right now. So, Mr. Kish, it is obvious that you have an admiration of a certain manager. If you'd like to tell the people who that manager is and why you're so deluded.
Well, no, hang on. First of all, let's get one thing straight. Ollie can be criticised. Yeah, he can be criticised, and he does
oh
get
shit!
criticised.
I've never heard you
whoa,
criticize
whoa,
it.
whoa, whoa,
Yo.
whoa, whoa.
Listen, you got to pay attention there, my brother, because I'll tell you one thing now. He can get
Kicking off
criticised,
already.
and don't get me wrong, right? Facts are facts. We're not playing great football at the moment, and some of the blame has to lie with Ollie. But the overreaction is killing me right now. I mean, I just normally I don't do this, but I went on the Man United page, looked at the comment section on some of their posts. All I see is Ollie out. It's ridiculous. The audacity from some of our fans. Yeah, this guy, Ole Gunnar Solskjaer, has built this squad, right? Rafael Varane, Cristiano Ronaldo, Jadon Sancho. These players believe in him. Right, when they signed for our club, they obviously had talks with OGS, right? And these are world-class players we're talking about, and they back him. So who are we? Some of you fans, like this guy below me, Usman, right? He's on a campaign, right? He's on a campaign.
Right.
Listen,
He's on
I'm
a
not on a
campaign
campaign
right now.
chill, but I might have to fucking pull that.
For the life of me, I can see why fans are angry. So I'm not gonna be totally deluded. I can see why fans are angry. And yes, I was. To be honest with you, yesterday, I had this feeling inside of me that we were playing so terrible, but for some reason, right up to the last moment, I thought we're still going to win this. I had that. There was something inside me yesterday that thought we're still going to win this game. I don't know what it was, right? And it shouldn't have been that way because the way we played was terrible. But look, at the end of the day, he's built this squad, and it's way too early in the season to be stop calling for his head. We're in September. He's 1 point off the top. He's 1 point off the top in the Champions League as well. Way too early, right? Chelsea just got slapped yesterday as well, which is brilliant. Elite managers and all that, you know. So, Can we answer the question as well, lads? I'm sorry, but can we answer the question? Is it an overreaction or is it?
Yeah, I'll get to that. Obviously, I just want to get opening statements from the contenders of this Royal Rumble match. Mr. R. Biz. Obviously, we did a stream yesterday. We all had a similar feeling. Like, I don't know if you guys saw, but Biz was thinking it's only out.
You know what?
I've
seen some clips and it made me smile on the way home. I'm not gonna lie.
But Biz was doubting. He was doubting only like, bro, like Biz, where do you stand today? Because it's on the edge, bro.
It was dysfunctional yesterday. That was such an awful performance. And yeah, I know I was close last night. I was very, very close in it, and Ronaldo saved him. But you know what? Yeah, like I think the reason why I am like Ole in is because the moments, bro. Like I think he's brought it back, fam. Like whether you like it or not, the football might not be great. How many times, brother, we getting these last minute winners, bro, coming back from behind? It's annoying that every time we go we have to go a goal down to start playing well. But when we go a goal down, you start to see, oh shit, there is some tactics. There is a little bit of fluidity. There is a style. There is a pattern. So I see Usman shaking his head. No. Another thing as well, like what Kish was saying, like the rebuild's been lovely, innit? Like I've been begging for this rebuild from LVG, Mourinho. That man couldn't do it like the way OGS has. But Varane and fucking Ronaldo. We were there was no way we were ever thinking of getting them kind of players. I know we had Zlatan come through, and obviously Di Maria's and that, but they never really like. I think Zlatan wanted to be here, but Di Maria never wanted to be here. That was just a quick year.
We did sign Pogba as well, so you got to bear that in mind. So.
All right, cool, yeah, Pogba as well. Just a Jose signing, but
Slow
yeah,
Zlatan,
but
to be fair. Zlatan didn't come for United. I think he came for Jose. So
yeah, they both came for Jose, I think, to be honest.
I suppose, yeah. But
Zlatan
man,
more than Pogba,
what he's doing,
yeah.
What he's doing now, obviously, like start of the season, it's not been great, but bruv, we're still a point off top. We're still in the group stages, like until it's done mathematically.
I will get to you, Osman. Chill out, bro.
Bruv, like we said, like when he first got the job, it's going to take 3 years. Why can't man wait 3 years? Why am man trying to speed the process up for, bro? Literally, like man are going on like everyone's gonna dead tomorrow, bro. Like the whole world's gonna end next week. Like, come on, innit? Like we all knew this was gonna take a long process, innit? We got shit owners, innit? We're not fucking got Abramovich. We're not got whoever City's got. That like when things go wrong, we're just gonna get the money and just spend it and make sure everything's back like to where it is. Nah, it's not gonna work like that at Man United. So like with Ole's bit by bit, we're getting there. We're not far off. And yeah, man, this is the third year. I don't even know why you're laughing, bro. Because listen, when it comes May, you see when it comes May, brother, we're lifting up. We're lifting up. And I know Usman was celebrating last night. Where were you sitting?
Listen, I was celebrating first and foremost.
For them.
Listen,
wait, you were at the ground, bro. Did you shout Ole yesterday?
That's what I'm saying.
You were shook too, innit? You were shook too, fam.
Bro, if I see I love Ole, man. He's a legend of the club. I ain't gonna disrespect him like that. But listen, there's too much to start. Where should I start? Okay, said overreaction. I hear that. And Biz, we have spent money, okay? Can we not have any of that chat, okay? Ole spent money, all right? Let's just take that one off the table. We spent money on Ole. It's like 450 million now, so that's a lot of money. But anyways, coming back to the overreaction, Kish. Just to clarify for you, I've been wanting to say this for a long time. The overreaction, right, is not based off that one game. It's based on accumulation of games where we have looked absolutely piss poor and below par. It's not about that one game. If it was about that one game, let's just say hypothetically, let's say we're flying, and we lose one game and then everyone's already out of us, and that Arsenal do with our 10, they've done a 360 good way. Then I would agree with you in the terms of overreaction. I would agree with you. However, this is a cumulative of 3 years of people being disappointed with the brand of football. Okay, so I want to focus on the brand of football. Firstly, we need to understand, right? It's a results business. I completely, wholeheartedly agree with that. Okay, results are paramount at any club, especially at the top clubs. He's judged, and he will live and die by his results. At the moment, results-wise, he's doing okay. There's no denying that. Okay, however, you've got to look at the bigger picture. Okay, first and foremost. Tottenham Hotspurs under Jose Mourinho, after 10 games, were top of the table. What the fuck happened to them? I tell you what happened to them. The cracks started to appear. In the foundations, there was no foundations. Man United have got foundations.
One second.
Oh my
God.
God.
Man United have got
foundations. When Tottenham were top after 10 games.
Centre-back compared to Raphael.
No. But listen though. Yes or no? When Tottenham were top of the league and they played their first 10 games, they were playing outstanding football.
But listen,
am I lying or not? Didn't
Tottenham
play their best
football that period there?
We played our worst. We played our worst. And we're still 1 point off.
That's a very good
point. This is the point. So basically, Tottenham, obviously, they were flying here. There's no denying that. However, the point being is, right, although they were flying, the cracks started to appear. The real issues at Spurs were the defense is dog shit, whether you can sugarcoat it with Kane and Son's brilliance, which is what Man United are doing at the moment. Our defense is not dog shit, I'm not saying that. However, there are quite clear issues at Manchester United Football Club. You cannot consistently play this poor under one regime and get away with it that many times. And the reason we get away with it is not because Ole's brilliant, before you come in and say that, is because of what me and Jerry just said last season, time and time again, and Jerry will vouch for this. The amount of time said to Jerry is players like Rashford and players like Bruno don't play well. But Moments FC, brilliant. What you involved FC as Jerry calls
involved
it.
FC, bro,
we have relied on individual brilliance so much. I'll tell you what my favorite goal this season is. Not the Tellers one from yesterday. It's that fucking fourth goal against Newcastle that Lingard scored. That's my
Yeah.
favourite goal because that is the only team goal
Team goal.
I've seen. That is
Style over
listen,
substance, yeah.
no, it's not. Listen,
And
it's not style over substance.
no, but it's yeah, I get what you're
But
saying.
the point
Guys,
I'm
I love
making
it,
is those goals that we scored, that Newcastle goal, that Lingard scored, that is the caliber of goals, not week in, week out. Of course, I'm not saying that, but I need to see more goals like that. Look at the players we got on the pitch. Okay, I understand McTominay's not a DM, and I get it. It didn't depend. The system didn't benefit him, etc., etc. We can go into that, but you cannot tell me when we got Sancho, Ronaldo, Greenwood as a front three with Pogba and Bruno behind him that we should not be ripping up a Villarreal team at absolute will. Like, there was absolutely no idea, and I wish Sam was here because he would vouch for it. These players off the ball, you probably couldn't see them on the screen, had no idea what they were doing. They had no clue. There was no, they were just making it up as they were going on. The amount of times, right, I saw a ball get played to Bruno Fernandes in behind. Nothing wrong with the pass whatsoever. But the issue is the second phase. When you're looking at coaching, you need to look at second phases in plays. The first phase is fine because sometimes you can improvise that. The second phase is what happens in coaching. What's the second phase? We haven't got one. Bruno gets played in behind. He's running onto the ball. Yeah, he gets there sometimes. His only option is to pass it to Greenwood. The second phase, there should be players as a trigger. Okay, on the training ground, we're going to play the ball to Bruno. As soon as that ball's played to Bruno, before he's even touched it, second phase, Pogba, Ronaldo, X, Y, and Z, you need to be in support of Bruno. I can count numerous occasions that Bruno's running down fucking alleys and he hasn't got a pass on at any given point. And he's either losing it or he's having to go backwards. Every time,
you know what? Hang on. All right, sod all this then. Get Oli out. Because Usman clearly knows we ain't got a second phase.
Let's not go into it. We know he's not getting out. So why are you Oli in? That's the question.
No, get Usman in there, honestly. Get him in there.
He's not in there.
We don't have a
Listen.
second phase. All right, you know what? Somebody call Oli out. Tell him we haven't got a second phase. ASAP. That's the most ridiculous thing I've ever heard because you've seen it in one game. It means that we haven't got any.
No. Chris, after interject.
You can look at any analysis, of many games this season or even last season. I don't want to just use this season, okay? Because normally in my head, I do not judge a manager off the first 7 games of the season because that is not fair, okay? Yeah. I'm judging him of his whole tenure. I'm not judging him on these 7 games. So let me get that clear. I'm not judging him based on what these, because it's early in the season. It's irrelevant. So I'm judging him off last season and this season collected, all that data, and I'm not seeing any fucking players linking up with players. Sancho, fair enough, he's new, I understand that. But what about the rest of the players? Did we look at the Roma game? Look at the Roma game and we slapped them 6-2. Why are we not doing that more frequently? Not the score, I'm on about the play. Look at that Bruno goal between Pogba, Cavani, and Bruno, yeah? Look at that goal. That is what Man United should be doing with the players we got on this pitch. Why are we not doing that more frequently? Again,
I'll tell you why. I'll tell you why. Because there are players in our team, and this is what I don't like, right? Oli, like I said, deserves his critiques, right? There are, like you said, there are aspects to his tactics that you would improve. And that's a very valid and fair point that I can agree with. Doesn't mean I want him out, but I can agree that tactically on occasions, yes, he could improve. However, tactically, he's also outgunned some of the top managers in the world, right? And I get that he's shit. Yeah. Oh, all right, fine. Ollie's been there for 3 years. Arteta's been what, 10th, 11th. Let's not even.
What I'm saying is Arteta's shit. So you can win off games.
Look, at the end of the day, I think we have certain players as well in our team that are inconsistent as well, and the finger doesn't get pointed enough at them sometimes, right? You know, you can talk about tactics all you like, but sometimes you need players that are willing. Like yesterday, the moment Cavani came on, he was a willing runner. And to be honest with you, he set precedent because no one did that all game. And people need to start looking at things like that. We can't always point the finger at Oli. You know, and Jose Mourinho, hang on, let me finish. A top manager, I saw it on that documentary as well, Jose Mourinho, he said as well, there's only so much coaching, no, you guys give him his props, Coach gives him his props, right? Jose Mourinho. Well, he actually said it from the horse's mouth. He said, there's only so much coaching you can do. Afterwards, there's a game on that goes out there, and players have to use a bit of this as well. And they have to kind of improvise and think on their feet as well. And some of our players at times they play a lot on confidence as well, right? And the finger doesn't point. It doesn't get pointed enough at them. Look, they are football players at the end of the day. They can make a difference. Yesterday, some of the stuff I was seeing was atrocious. Dallo, seriously, how are you blaming Oli for that? The geezer couldn't whip a ball in to save life yesterday. Right? It was ridiculous. It
Oh
was
my
absolutely
God.
ridiculous.
Wait, hold
So-
on, Usman. You know my thoughts on the player stuff. To be fair,
Listen-
Kish is right because Dallo was getting cooked. You can't.
Listen,
blame
Delo, yeah, I completely agree. Was fucking shocking. I'm not going to defend him. Yeah, I'm not. I'm
Tellez to a
laughing,
degree.
right?
Tellez to a
No,
degree as well. He was
were bullshit.
shocking
They
yesterday.
were-
Tellez
they
at
were
times.
bullshit.
Didn't
I'm
you
not-
want the lot to play, Usman?
I did. I got that wrong.
Yeah.
You've been
But-
screaming.
It's one game. It's one game.
You've been,
It's one game,
you've
man.
been screaming for him
Man.
to play
Oh
for a
my God.
minute now.
It's
Listen,
one game.
Screaming
The
for
law
him.
was
The
Same way you've been
absolutely
screaming
shocking.
for Ole to leave. Yeah.
What? Listen, Delo's performance was terrible. Yeah, there's no denying that. But listen, this whole notion, right, about the players need to take accountability on the pitch. I agree with that. Okay, of course the players are culpable as well. But what you're saying to me is right. Players have got to use this and fucking press from the front. Listen, let me tell you one thing straight. Yeah. Players like Pogba and Martial have got a bad rep, yeah, because apparently they're both branded lazy. Against RB Leipzig, when we slapped them 5-0, yeah, I know Rashford come on and done his thing. When we slapped them 5-0, go back to the stats, yeah, and check the running stats on that game. Check who initiated the press the most that game. Pogba, Van de Beek, Martial.
No, hang on. You're singling out.
No, but you're not listening. The point is, in that game, Oli knows RB Leipzig obviously are pressing team. They're going to get in our face. So he said, fuck it, let's play them our own game. It was a tactical switch. Oli had an absolute blinder that game. You can go back and giving him his dues. He had an absolute blinder that game. Yesterday,
We didn't even play good that game.
Listen, yesterday, yeah, I've never seen more pathetic attempt of winning the ball back in that first half. They walked past us, I swear. They literally
That's players.
No, it's not on
the press from the
Hold
front.
on.
It was,
It's
bro,
the
man.
first
The
half
press.
of the game.
Come on, man. The
They
press
told
from
us
the
to press,
front
bro.
was
It's so clear.
disgraceful.
No, Usman.
It's the
Order.
in a Champions League, right? It's the first half of a game, in a Champions League game, right? You know you need to win this game. And I don't care about any tactics. I watched that game as well. I know you were at the game. I watched the game myself, right? Listen, some of the players, they didn't look like they want to be there. Scott McTominay hiding in little corners. And another thing as well, right? I am done with this constant notion about style of play, about, yeah, I want to see this type of football. I mean, who do fans think they are sometimes? Do you actually think you're going to get robotic performances every single week that are going to be accustomed to your liking? No, games happen. This is football. So under Sir Alex Ferguson, we struggled many times, many of a time. Right? I still have flashbacks to this day. Semi-finals of the Champions League in '99. We played atrocious football, atrociously. We should have got slapped that game. We ended up going through to the final. It happens. This whole kind of negative spin that we're putting on Oli at the moment, the media is loving it. TalkSport are loving it, right? And Oli, he's feeling the pressure. That's what's happening right now. And it's unfair for a manager who has been, I don't care what anyone says, our most successful manager in the since Fergie.
I don't agree with that comment at all.
I don't care if he's not won anything. I don't care if he's like
George has won 2 trophies, mate. He's the most successful.
Right?
Simple
He's
vibes.
brought the vibes back. He's brought the joy back.
Fuck the vibes. I want trophies, man.
No, hold
Yeah,
on.
The trophies are coming. The trophies are coming.
Usman.
Ronnie's come home, bro. The trophies
Let's
are
be
coming.
real, yeah.
High five in the changing rooms. Yo, Ali, yay, fuck you.
Hey, Usman, hold on. Listen, let me say my piece a little bit here. With that statement Chris just said, the most successful. I think with the tasks that they've been assigned, I think Ollie's, he's done his duty the most, because let's be honest, he was here to rebuild the squad. And he's done that, literally, because we've been rebuilding since 2013. And like Biz said, LVG and Mourinho, although they won trophies, the rebuild was horrible. Every time they left the club, it was negative. And Ollie's he's brought the feeling back. And I know we want to win trophies, but I think this season is the season where we can finally judge the.
I've never once, and I feel like a lot of Man United fans. A lot of Man United fans who agree with me personally. I've never said, Oli hasn't done a fantastic job of what he was meant to do in terms of rebuilding the squad. I thank him wholeheartedly for what he's done in terms of that, because the squad was an absolute shit show compared to what it is now, So full credit to him. I've never once never not giving him his credit and his dues for that, okay? My issue for me is, has he got the balls to take the risk and win us the major trophies, i.e. the Premier League and the Champions League? From what I've seen, not only this season, in general, he's not got it in him. Like,
Can I ask you a question quickly?
Yeah, of course.
But with that, what you just said, and I know people say it's not sustainable. However, he keeps improving. Like, not improving, sorry. He keeps, obviously we use the word progress. He's moved up the table for the past 2 years. Although we say the style of play in the moments and that, he's gradually taken us up the table. So I know people want him out, but it hasn't got to the point where we're 7th and 8th and it's looking terrible and
Listen,
the club is in.
Jerry,
Yeah, go on, bitch.
You see these man, yeah, whether you like it or not, Ole's in the record books, bro. If you're saying he's dead, he's in the record books, bro. Whether you like it or not.
The record books are what?
Beating away, baby.
Unbeaten record, fam.
Oh, no, I can't agree with that.
No, but he is though. But he is though.
It's good. It's good. But
if it was that easy, Klopp would have it. Pep would have it. LVG, Mourinho, all these men would have it. I don't even know why you're laughing for.
Listen, guys, it's a good record to have.
Why you're laughing? Because you know it. You know it, man.
Let's go.
The record's there.
We've got the record.
Nah, I can't lie. That sounded. That sounded a bit mad. Record.
We've got the record.
Record books is
the record.
Don't let him do that to you.
It's there though.
Nah, record books. It's there, but it's nothing great.
It's there, bro. It's there.
No, but you see, Arsenal's one. Their one's because they won the league and they were invincible. So
and don't watch that, bro. We're gonna win something soon, bro.
I know it's true. It's September. It's true.
It's September. And this one's losing his hair already. I can't believe it.
Listen, my hair's fine. Don't worry about it. My snats and thing. I'll give you a tour and all that good stuff. You know. I'll give you tips. Don't worry, bro.
No, but Kish, do you understand why fans are losing? Because it's the same patterns, bro. Like yesterday, you even said the football. We haven't dominated the game since. Like the last game, I think we've dominated properly, and I know it's unfortunate that they had a red card. But
I thought we did good against West Ham. I'm not
the
West Ham. The league. The league. Okay.
We did
well. It was better.
It was better.
Let me answer Jerry's question.
It wasn't a dominant.
Go on, Kish.
I can't deny you're absolutely right. We haven't dominated the game in a long time. However, we still find ourselves a point off the top. So what does that tell you? Have we got better?
Listen,
last season, bro.
Hang on, let me finish, man. What's going on with you guys today, man?
I got you.
Have we got better football to offer? Have I seen as a fan
Absolutely.
better football to offer? I'm not being biased here. I'm not licking Ollie's ass here. I'm telling you, yeah, he's definitely got room to improve. I'm pretty sure I saw Michael Carrick pick up the phone yesterday on his headphones. I was fuming. Yeah, I'm pretty sure I saw him.
Yeah, I saw that
during the game. He's
during the game. Yeah.
I couldn't believe it. But anyways, there's definite improvements that need to be made from Ole Gunnar Solskjaer, 150%. Have I seen him play better football than what we are playing right now? 100%. Right, I've seen us play some fantastic football against top teams. Right, we've slapped up PSG before. So, what I'm saying is, effectively, we've got better football to offer, and we will offer better football. It's inevitable. We can't get worse than we already are, in my opinion. It's inevitable. We're going to offer, or we're going to play better football than we are right now. Right, and Usman, it'll be a bit more chilled out come October once we've slapped some of these big teams. He'll be loving Ole again.
I wouldn't be. I won't. But
now you would.
So if
we win the next 6 games, Ole, I mean, Usman, what are you saying?
Sorry, I got a notification. What was that? I'm on.
No.
He heard that. Heard that.
If we win the next 6 games,
what? If we win the next 6 games, what? No, fair. Look, I'll always give him credit where it's due. Yeah, I'm not gonna sit here and be like, oh, one of those people. Like again, as Jerry, right? He was with me after we lost to West Ham in the cup. Jerry knows me. You guys know what I'm like.
I
would have been an effing and jeffing, yeah. Oh, we don't have the cup, XYZ. But I know what? I didn't blame Ollie at all in that. As Jerry, I didn't even swear nothing. I sat there calm and said, know what? That was on the players. So I can't be impartial. But the point being, right? Regarding the style of play, which is a good point what you're saying. Yeah, I agree with it. We didn't always play good. There's a myth that we played brilliant football under Fergie. Of course we did. Towards the back end of the season, it was all about results. He didn't give a shit about the football, and that was fine. But my issue with this style of football comment is this, right? we do not play good football consistently under Ole Gunnar Solskjaer. We haven't under his tenure. I would say 70% shocking and grinding out results, which would be good, and 30% good football, basically, whatever you want to class it as, yeah? But the issue is, yeah, if we played great football or played good football, even the West Ham game in the league, weekly or regularly, then when we played shit that we did yesterday and grind out a win, I would have said, I swear to God, this isn't a lie, that's what champions do. When you play poorly, you dig out result. I would have said that's what champions do. I can't say that for Man United because it's the other way around. We normally play poorly. If anything, it's a shock when we play well. So that's why I can't sit here with my chest and say that's what champions do, because it's not sustainable, brother. Look at Tellers' goal for starting. Then of course it's a goal. It's a goal. It counts. I'm not saying that.
Straight out of the training ground.
Wait. No, that's not Oli,
I'm not
fam.
taking the goal away. What I'm saying is,
They weren't
prior
so
to
that.
his
They weren't
goal,
so that, baby.
no, but prior to his goal, we didn't look like we're gonna shoot, let alone
It's
score.
true.
And that's the same case in a lot of games under Oli. You can't tell me with chess that that's not the case.
Do you know what?
Because every game is tight.
Do you know what? What I admit what Ole needs to work on is the intent from the get-go.
Bro, we
It's
saw in
why
the
does
first
it
5
always-
minutes. That's it.
Yeah, but the thing is, I don't know
First
if
2
these
minutes
men
yesterday.
are shook to concede the first goal. I don't know,
Mm.
because obviously we've only had one clean sheet this season so far, which is
Yeah.
diabolical.
I mean,
That's bad.
That's
That is
embarrassing.
bad.
And
With the defense that
we've
we've got.
signed
But
Varane.
Look. Boys, I got to sign out soon, right? Yeah, and
Yeah.
to be
Yeah,
fair,
yeah.
my mate's just come in here. He's a United fan, right? But he's
Is he Oli in or Oli out?
You'd be happy to know he's Oli out as well. Yeah.
Yes! Get him on!
They're funny too.
My guy!
But listen, he goes. You know what he does? He says to me, my boy. He goes. Ollie does it in patches. He does it in patches.
Yeah, I agree 100%. Purple patch.
No, it's fine. Yeah, he agrees. Oh, come in, bro. Come in. Nah,
Yeah, if he's Oli out, he's
shy.
more than welcome anytime, bro.
Alright, Usman, on a real though, when the next manager
Alright,
comes
listen, boys.
in,
I'll leave you to it, man.
Yeah,
Peace
Kish.
out.
Kish,
Alright,
love.
If the next-
Love for jumping on, bro.
respect.
Nah,
Kish.
no worries, man. Take care, all of you boys,
God
man.
bless, bro, man. Have a good one.
Ollie in all day, man. Ollie in.
Listen, that is where is your tactic. And anyways,
Alright,
go on,
but
bro.
on the real, yeah, like if there's to be a next manager coming in, how long are you looking to give him?
Listen, I'll tell you right now, yeah. You're
Because
not gonna believe
because this
No, you're not
team
gonna
now,
believe what's...
you're saying
tell
this
you.
team now is ready to win. So if the next manager comes in, he has to win straight away, innit?
Nah, I mean, look. First of all,
That's a good point.
That's a good question. I'll give you that. That's a good question. And this is how I'm going to answer it, right? That's a good question. I like it. Right, first thing first, right? The right manager with the crop of players that we've got available, I'm expecting levels, yeah? So if a new manager comes in, let's just say, I don't know, for the argument's sake, I don't know. Let's just say Zidane for argument's sake, yeah? He's not my personal number one, but let's use him. Yeah, let's say Zidane comes in and he doesn't, obviously I'm not going to say within the first 3 games he needs to start delivering straight away. So of course it's going to take him time. But nevertheless, the point being is, under Lampard and Tuchel, everyone's using this example now because it's the clearest example of where we're at with Oli. Lampard is basically Oli in the equation. It's very straightforward. A better manager, I know Kish doesn't like me calling Tuchel elite, but an elite manager in Tuchel's case has come in with the exact same players and shown levels. Is he, is the squad way better with what he's inherited? Absolutely not. It's the exact same team. He's come in and he's implementing what he wanted to do. And I think for me, it would be the same with a new manager. If you come in and a manager's got any tactical nows, will come in and elevate this team. We're not even getting the best out of these players. The thing is with management, right, and coaching, your job first and foremost is to get an extra 10% out of all the players. You can't look at Liverpool's team, yeah, Bar Salah and Van Dijk and Trent, 3 players, yeah. You can't, or maybe Fabinho's also 4 players. Apart from them, you can't sit here and say with chest that all of their team is better than ours. Because I don't think it is. We've got strength in depth as well. I genuinely think if Klopp's our manager tomorrow, we win the league. If Pep's our manager tomorrow, we win the league. Tuchel, it's up in the air because obviously Tuchel still needs to prove himself in the Premier League. So I understand that one. But the point being is, if a new manager comes in, yeah, I would expect them to win the league. I'm not going to lie. Because I think the team that Oli has built is more than capable of doing it. We just need someone who's tactically, astute. Because Oli is clearly not. And that's his fault because the coaching staff he's got next to him is shocking. He should have sacked the coaching staff. Management-wise, Ollie's done all right because his man management is actually quite good. I like his man management. Coaching-wise, they haven't got a Scooby-Doo.
I wouldn't say he hasn't got a Scooby-Doo, bro. Because like I said, bro, like...
Okay, he has got a Scooby-Doo, but he's not elite in it, basically, innit?
Yeah, cool, yeah, he's not elite. But like, I do
he's an okay manager. He's okay. But to win the league against who we're up against, Tuchel, Pep, Klopp, do you fancy him against any of them three? Be honest.
Obviously
to
not.
win
On
the league.
paper, on paper, obviously not.
Exactly. That's it. As simple as that. Like, at the end of the day, I know, we're off age. We know how much points Fergie used to win for us, man. We used to have Cleverly and fucking Anderson and Jemba in midfield. Gibson used to play midfield, bro. I had no doubt that Fergie would win his titles with that shit team. Like, because he gets extra 10% out every single player, and Ollie's never going to do that. If anything, a lot of our players are digressing.
But then again,
Ollie,
though, you said, but the thing is, you say that, but in Ole's first full season, everybody ripped Man United off from finishing top 4, and with that shit team, he finished 3rd.
Yep, facts.
And then the next year later, he closed the gap from 3rd to 2nd. What was it? From 3rd to 1st by what 15, 20 points?
Yeah, I mean, he's done well. He's done well in that sense. Yeah, I can't knock that. Yeah, statistically in that sense, he's done well. You can't knock it. But the point is, right, for me, that's not the be all and end all. That's not like every time we get there with Ollie, like we're so close. Even us coming second last season, yeah, I know we went in the title race. Of course, we know as Man United fans, as much as they wanted to paint us in the title race, we knew we went in it. When we was at top, Ollie always seems to bottle it. Yes, the players bottle it as well. I completely agree. But Ollie, when the going gets tough, he bottles it. And I felt like I had a bit of an epiphany, right? I was chatting to my mate. He's Ollie in as well. So I was chatting to him, right? And I said to him, right, why doesn't Ollie just go back to what he did when he first came? And I thought about it.
Right? Kind of did it last night, though, isn't it?
No, but I thought about it, and I thought about it. I thought, why? Because when he first came in, bro, you can ask anyone who knows me. I was fucking singing Ollie at the wheel and everything. Like, bro, the guy was playing attacking football and getting results. Results aside, we were playing brilliant football. It was exciting to watch Man United. And then as soon as he's got the job, his ass fell out his fell out his pants because it's the pressure. We all know the pressure at Man United is a completely different ballgame.
Yeah or no? I think the injuries hindered him, man. Like,
I mean, the injuries potentially, but we've never played that attacking football since consistently for a long period. Maybe post lockdown, you could put a case for.
Yeah, but you need to remember, the team was working under a Mourinho regime where, just like Tottenham are now, we were like at the bottom from like running around and on the.
The running stats. Yeah, the
running stats, bro. We were one of the lowest in the league. So when Ole's coming and he wants to play that high pressing football, and he wants to play high pressing football like he did when he first come, the players couldn't contain that for the rest of the season. Mans were dropping off left, right, and centre. Herrera got injured. Marshall, didn't all three of them get injured? Lingard got injured. They got
against Liverpool. Yeah,
in one game, bro. And then obviously
No, sorry.
Yeah. So they all got injured in that one game, and then obviously, like, bit by bit, the team fell apart near to the end of the season. I think that was just down to fatigue.
I mean, he hasn't got that excuse this season. This is I know Kish was saying it.
Listen, no. I agree with that.
No, but
the thing is, what I have against the Ole Hours is the fact that you knew this when he signed the contract. You knew that it was going to take 3 years. This is the 3rd year. Can't you just wait till the end of the season and then evaluate it?
All right,
you knew.
You know what was pissing is the extra contract he got on top of that. I think that's what's pissing.
All right, cool. Well. Yeah. I think that shouldn't have happened. That should have probably happened.
We should have just left it for this season and see at the end.
But I've always said, listen, let him see out the 3rd season, man. You can
see the progression happening. Should tell you why. Sorry, that comment from Labelle, I will get it back up, bro, because it's a good question. So the reason why a lot of United fans, and I'm going to put myself in this category, are getting frustrated very quickly is because we genuinely believe, right, that we've got players now that potentially could be on the way out. So let me just name you a couple of players. So we know Cavani's definitely leaving. We know Pogba's leaving, realistically speaking. We don't know completely, but I think in our heart and hearts, we think he's gone. So Pogba, Cavani are going to go. Martial's going to go. Ty, sorry, brother. But Martial's going to go as well. So them three are out. Yeah, 1 year of Ronaldo's is gone, so he's technically only got 1 year left. The issue is, right, we genuinely believe right now we should be winning the league, or at least competing at the highest in terms of the way we're playing, or actually be taken serious, because a lot of people are taking the piss out of us at the moment.
I understand that, but that's at the moment. The season's not done
Yeah,
yet.
I get that.
You're
but
talking
for
like the
previous
season's already
seasons-
done.
No,
like,
but this is the thing, though. This is the thing, Biz, that I don't think you see this. Like, if we had credit in the bank, right, last season, if we were playing well for a consistent period, a lot of Ollie outers, including myself, probably wouldn't be this aggressive in the manner which we want to get him out, because we can't see him turning it around, because the amount of times I said, oh, Ollie needs to do this, will he improve, I'm sick and tired of seeing if this guy's going to improve. It's quite clear he's not going to make subs early. He's going to wait until the 73rd minute every single game, like he's got it on a fucking tab at home. And it's the same mistakes. That's the issue, Biz. Like,
I feel like if that was
if he was making a mistake
game,
5, 6, 7 times and was learning from it, people would be like, okay, I can see him turning it around. But he doesn't learn. How can you have that bench and make 2 subs? I know he made 2 more, but it was 1 minute to go. It was lucky that they contributed to the game, because there's no way you can give a player 1 minute and Fred and Lingard and expect him to do anything. That's embarrassing. We had 5 subs. Bro, we had 5 subs, and we were absolutely shocking for large parts of that game. He should have dragged someone off at half time by all means. I don't know, do something, like change the game. It was quite clear that they were ripping us open at will. They were playing one ball right over to the low side. They got through about 6 times in the first 20 minutes, and he didn't look at it. Like, I mean, there's so many things that he could have changed. In-game management is not improved once. Like, okay, there's been games here and there. 1, 2, 3. You can probably name 5 games, but he's been in charge for like 200 games. So 5 games at 200 is not a great conversion of him changing the game in terms of in-game management tactically. Like, that's the issue. Like, the fine details that is the difference between winning the league and not winning the league is the issue at the moment, because a lot of Man United fans haven't seen him change that. He's doing the same dumb mistakes. He's still playing McFred. I know he didn't play him yesterday, but in general, he'll play McFred on the weekend. Like, it's the same mistakes, man. Like, he's not learning. So that's the frustration for us, because if he was learning, then I can say, okay, give him time. We're overreacting. I would agree with everything you're saying, but he's not learning from the mistakes. He makes the same mistake every single. We start slow. We pass side to side. No one runs it behind. The transition is not quick. The transition is not fluid. The front three is not fluid. It's the exact same mistake.
But the transition,
every single game.
But the transition and the fluidity always seems to come when we got a goal behind. So don't you think that sometimes that's actually on the players?
That's what I think.
Because if you think about it on Saturday's game, as soon as we concede, 2 minutes later we've won a penalty.
Penalty, innit? Like,
due to quick attacking. And it's like, hold on a minute, you lot could have done this fucking 78 minutes ago.
Yeah, but this is the thing, right, Biz? Right, that's a very valid point, and that might be down to players as well. Obviously, we'll never know the truth about that, innit? So I can't really give you an answer for that. But what I will say is, right, you tell me any sane human being, right, if he's spent all week doing the tactics, doing X, Y, and Z, and these guys are not applying it, either go on the touchline and bark and tell him, yo, X, Y, and Z, what the fuck are you doing? And show a bit of fucking passion, because he's meant to be a Man United legend, by the way.
Yeah,
or the
that's
second
what
thing
I
is,
think.
The second thing is, don't fucking play him then. Because it's not like he hasn't got any other options. Like Jose, I didn't like Jose, but one thing I rate him, he used to play players that Fellaini because he knew that what they're going to do. And I know people are going to say, well, that's what he's doing with McFred. Listen, McFred are part of the issue as well. They're all fucking apparently a part of the issue. The intensity runs through the entire team. You can't give, minus Bruno Fernandes and Cavani, you can't tell me another player that shows any intensity on the pitch. Because the rest of them, I don't know what's going on.
Like, I get it though, innit? I know you like that, like, ruthless behaviour. Like, I remember Jose did it to Bailly. He did it to Bailly against Everton, Newcastle, when he took him off at half. And after 20 minutes, half an hour, when we're 2-0 down. And then I think LVG did it to Paddy McNair at Southampton. But guess what? Their managers didn't last, bro, because the modern day players can't take it. I remember Alex Ferguson barking at Johnny Evans' face in San Siro, bro. What the fuck are you doing, bro? Mike Phelan having to hold him back. I get it, bro. Like, if I was Ole, I would have been swinging the lot last night. What the fuck are you doing? Honestly, bro. I would have been like, yo, what are you doing, bro? But sometimes, innit, like, it's the modern day style of football.
Yeah, but there is, right.
The players are too soft. I've always said this. Nowadays, footballers,
they're soft, man.
Yeah, but the players are too soft, right? But tell me one thing, right? Let's take Oli out of the equation, yeah, and put Pep Guardiola in his position. You're telling me, yeah, Pep would have played these mother lovers again. If Pep's telling them to press and play high tempo and they're not doing it, I can tell you right now they're not playing. It's as simple as that. He's got Van de Beek. He's got other options. Like, he's got other options now. Okay, maybe last
I think,
season,
do you know what? I
might
think credit
not
to
had
him
that option, but he
yesterday.
does now.
The subs were weird, but they were the right subs. But it was just the timing of them.
I don't know. I don't agree with the Fred sub. I know he got the assist and it turned out to be a masterstroke and all that bullshit. But the Fred sub,
I think Tellez is a bit fatigued.
The
yeah, it had to be. Tellez looked tired, man. I think we didn't have another left back on the bench, so he had to go for Fred there.
He took Pogba off, right? He could have put Van de Beek on. I was so confused that Van de Beek didn't come on at that point.
But Matic came on as well.
Matic's job. Yeah, but
Matic did his job though.
Yeah, but then he puts Bruno like left wing or some shit. Like Bruno like left wing. It's like. It's just like I don't understand. I have so many options. I'm not saying Martial should have come on, but I felt like Martial or Lingard should have came on.
Lingard did come on.
He did.
Yeah, that's
he came on for 1 minute, bro.
Yeah.
He came on 1 minute, had 2 chances. He created more than any other player on the page.
But the thing, you just mentioned literally all the subs that he made, and I said they were actually
no, but he should have brought Lingard on about 25 minutes prior.
Yeah, the
he
timing
should
of
Lingard on, and also, yeah. Listen, Biz, listen, I'm not betting man, yeah, because obviously I'm Muslim. But if I was, I can guarantee you, I can telegraph his substitutions for the next 3 games. Fucking Pogba goes off and Greenwood goes off every single game. Why does he never take anybody else off? It's always the same 2 players. I wonder why. Because they're easy subs. He never takes Bruno off.
No, but when you think about it, Bruno
is a match winner, bro.
He runs to the end.
If someone's not playing well, you take him off.
Yeah, but Pogba wasn't playing well. So
I'm not saying Pogba was playing well, but what I'm saying is Oli will cut. It doesn't matter. Like when Rashford's cast your man back to Europa League, yeah, he took Greenwood off and kept Rashford on the pitch. That's how. Like
but you see, I agree with that. But like we saw it yesterday, though.
Will always be subbed off, always.
Like I involved FC, like even I said it on the stream. Ronaldo, he was looking fatigued, but he kept him on. Why? Because he produces moments like that. Like Bruno, although he can play rubbish, he got the assist for the first goal. Like Pogba.
Yeah, but you say that, yeah. You say that. What you're saying is true because of course they could win you the game. Obviously, Ronaldo proved that. Yeah, of course that is fair enough. Yeah, I understand that. However, in some cases, let's just say we take Ronaldo off the pitch, yeah? Let's say we put Cavani down. I mean, Cavani wasn't the centre anyways, but let's have Cavani down the centre, Martial on the left. I'm just a hypothetical, just throwing random names out. Martial on the left. It completely changed the dynamic of the game because Martial, I would expect Martial to have legs.
And so you don't know that.
I know, but I'm just. Oh, let's just say Lingard then, for argument's sake.
Yeah.
Let's say you take Ronaldo, put Cavani down the middle, Lingard on the left. Yeah, that doesn't make sense because you're taking off a match winner, as you said. However, subs like that changes games. That like Makeda, for example, like. You gotta be able to roll the dice.
Oli don't have the balls, man. He can't do that.
But Oli's too scared to make.
Yeah, he can't. He won't make a big calls like that.
Bruno.
You say he should.
He won't take his man off, Biz.
You've mentioned one player's name, innit? Jesse Lingard, bruv, yeah? A player that literally 90% of the fan base did not want here. How much has he contributed since he's been back?
Yeah, he's done his thing, man.
I mean, fantastic. I mean, I was one of the 10% that wanted to keep him, so, you know, it is what it is.
Shout out to Ali in the comments.
Shout out to me! But listen, the point is, right, he needs to be mixing shit up because there's so many games are crying out for substitutions and he just sat there, resting on his laurels, waiting for teams to fucking.
And we got the squad to do it, like you said. We got when you look at our bench yesterday, I was thinking, right, like we got.
Needs to be willing to take risks.
Mad options.
But let's come back to what you initially said in it, obviously, because I've completely veered off what your actual initial question was the intensity thing, innit? Obviously, we were talking about the players and obviously, etc., etc. With Ronaldo being there, it does somewhat change the dynamic of that. I completely agree with that because obviously we can't press as intense as we want to, etc., etc. However, this aspect as a coach, if you're not happy with it, you need to do something about it. For example, Greenwood is a young lad. There's no excuse. The amount of times I saw Bruno pressing and screaming at fucking Greenwood, right?
Yeah, pointing in it. I saw it all the time, bro.
Because I tell you why. Because Bruno, in his head,
he's got it.
He's used to pressing.
Yeah.
But it's clearly not the instructions of the manager. Because if it was, Oli would be pulling Greenwood to side saying, "What the fuck are you doing? Bruno's pressing. Why are you not joining the press?" You get what I'm saying? Because that's never been. if it was the thing that Ollie's ingrained in the team, we need to press from the front and squeeze teams in like Liverpool do. Look at the way Liverpool press like dogs. Like Liverpool are on your neck. You can't even take 2 touches. And like Green was letting people buy him every second. If Ollie's not happy with that and he wants him to be pressing, which is what you're saying, it's on the players, then he needs to fucking not play him.
It's on the coach as well, because even yesterday, yeah, Greenwood, he wasn't even helping that low, like and even from kickoff, yeah, I saw, bro, we started so well yesterday. I was thinking, I've never seen us start that quick. Like you can see there was instruction. It was 2 minutes, but I was thinking, wow, what happened to the press? It's gone already. Like I was thinking, nah, because last year was it the 0-0 against Chelsea away with I think Dan James started that game, and we actually pressed from the front. I was gobsmacked because I think pressing is a big part of football right now, and we out of all the top teams, we just don't do it. And I don't. Can
I just answer this, because I don't know if it's aimed at me or Biz, to be honest. But he's saying that you can't speculate what Ali is saying.
We can see. Wow.
Listen, Anthony, just to answer that, bro. Firstly, Biz was saying it's on the players, which is fair enough. It might be on the players, as we said earlier. We don't know the instructions, so we can't sit here and wholeheartedly say it. But what I'm saying is, as a person that's coached for a long period, and I'm sure other people who've been in the game will say, if a player's not following your instructions, you tell him to get the fuck off the pitch, or you don't play him week in, week out. So for
that's
me,
what he did. He took Mason off.
No,
but you're complaining about him
every week. So the point is, Biz, if Ollie's tactics are to press from the front, yeah, do not start Mason every single week if he's not following your instructions. As simple as that. It's quite evident that they're not his instructions, because Mason's letting people bypass him and he's barely doing anything to them. Bruno's pressing on his own and they're passing it around Bruno like he's basically flipping play Rondo on his own. Like, it's quite evident that Bruno's thinking for himself, I'm going to press. Cavani
this is where like the Fred situation comes involved. Like, where people always moaning about McFred, but I kind of understand why these men.
Yeah, I saw it yesterday. Still, I can't lie, because that midfield it was empty. Like we wanted a 4-3-3, we saw it. McTominay, I know that's Ollie's fault playing him as the lone 6, but I understand why he plays Fred.
No, but should I tell you what the issue was? Should I tell you what the issue was yesterday? I've heard a lot of people saying the 4-3-3 won't work off the back of yesterday, and I do agree with that to an extent. Don't get me wrong, I do agree with that. But the issue wasn't the formation for me. The issue was the lack of intensity and desire to win the ball back
from the front.
They were playing around us. Let's just change the narrative slightly, because it's so
easy for them.
Yeah, it's so easy to sit here and say the 4-3-3 doesn't work off the back of yes. I've seen so many people that I respect say that on Twitter, so I'm not disregarding that as an opinion. But what I'm saying is, let's look at the other way around. How about if we got in their faces, Pogba and Bruno very high up the pitch, pressing them, not allowing them to take a turn, not allowing them to take a touch, and you've got Greenwood and you've got who's the other Sancho pressing them as well. Okay, we know Ronaldo hasn't got the legs, we accept that, okay? So you might get bypassed easily. But we were allowing them to bypass us. And obviously we're going to get bypassed when they've got the ball and they're allowed to turn and pick a pass. Of course they're going to get bypassed. But if you press them up and don't allow them to take extra 3, 4, 5 touches, then it might be a different scenario. So I don't feel like we've done that formation any justice yesterday, because we've played it, and I agree with what people are saying, but how we really played it, because we just sat there watching them fucking pass it around us. Like, no one was like trying to do anything off the ball. Like, it was embarrassing. It was, and maybe that is on the players. We don't know, but it was embarrassing. Players, manager, whoever was in charge of that setup, that was pathetic. It was not acceptable. We got literally violated in the first 20 minutes. Like, it wasn't good enough for me personally.
And I ask a quick question. I know it's a bit mad, but do you not believe in Ollie just because I can't lie? Every time,
100%.
Like, bro, it's getting scary now.
For real. Every time he's ready to be pushed off that cliff, man survives, man. Every single time. And I feel like you're surviving so many times, bro.
It can't be a fluke. It
can't be a fluke thing now.
He's definitely got something fucking dogs somewhere. I don't know where they do it in this generation. I don't want to start naming countries in case man's violating me. But you guys know what I'm talking about. We're similar, background. We know what's on in it, but I'm not naming anything. Listen, what are you guys thought? Biz, what are your thoughts on this? Because it was quite apparent that they'll always get violated. Yeah. But Greenwood wasn't coming back.
Yeah, that's what I was saying. Double up.
I was screaming at the game, sat with Dar saying, why is he not forcing Greenwood to? Because Greenwood's not tracking back. I know Delo got violated, and I'm not denying that. But he was getting 2v1. And Wan-Bissaka deals with the 2v1s, and we don't realise that because he's so good defensively. But because it kind of exposed the system because Wan-Bissaka has kind of been covering up, like to an extent, if that makes sense.
I think even like the positioning of the lot was questionable as well. Like even like when we had the ball in possession going forward, there was times when he was like next to McTominay in the middle.
Yeah.
I'm like, what are you doing there? And then all of a sudden, these men have just got space running into him,
Man, legit.
and he doesn't know whether to come close. He doesn't know whether, and this is where I'm just like, a decision needs to be made now, isn't it? Either you drop back Mason about 5-10 yards and let him come a bit tighter with the lot to give him some help, or you just change your formation. And yeah, this is where I was getting a bit unrest and uneasy with Ole at that time. So yeah, I agree. Like in-game management does seriously need to be worked on. But again, when we went 1-0 down, everything changes, bruv. The shape changes. We are pressing from the front. We're winning back possession in areas that we weren't doing in the first half. So yeah, it's definitely a coaching problem as well. But at the same time, bruv, I just saw the basic errors just happening time and time again yesterday. And I feel like that literally, like when you're on the pitch, yeah, there's only like so much coaching you can take onto the pitch. But like you have to be able to do the basics at least.
Yeah, you see that positioning thing because Wan-Bissaka does tuck in a lot as well. Well, obviously, that back post is always free. I don't know if it's to cover every time Lindelof plays. The right back.
But not on a one-on-one. But not on a one-on-one though. On a one-on-one, like he's quite certain in the positioning. I feel like it's just like it's like when crosses are coming in on the back post, then he's a bit suspect.
I'm gonna give Delo a bit of slack because obviously you guys know my thoughts on Wan-Bissaka. Obviously, but
you I don't know if you watched my vlog, Jerry, but I gave you a shout out.
Yeah,
you have to give Delo some fucking slack because of the way you've been going hard at Wan-Bissaka.
No, but like it's his first game. Obviously he's not. He looked a bit nervous as well. Like obviously, when did he play?
Played against Young Boys. A good
but Young Boys, he came on. I'm not counting Young Boys. He had to come on and back five and
he was playing last back as well, wasn't he, if I'm not
exactly.
wrong.
This was his first game. I know it was a terrible first game, but he's obviously got the second Champions League game. Let's see, man. But yeah, the whole Ole thing is we just gotta wait and see. I always say, and I know Kish said it earlier. I agree. Like, let's just stay with the pack, man. Let's just stay with the pack because it's not panic state. Okay, it's panic stations, but we're not like we're Arsenal. We're not 8th, 9th. We're still a point off top. And I know on Osby you said it's 7 games, but we're still there. Like, I know the Carabao Cup. We're out.
I know. Do you know? I kind of know why everyone is like vexed and like uneasy. It's because the next 7-8 games that are coming up are scary, innit?
They're not though. I'm excited.
And the way we are playing, we could get peppered in one of them if we continue the way we are playing.
Bro, we defended like we did yesterday, my brother. We're losing 5-0 to City. I'll tell you right now. I know we're going to be more.
The maddest thing is,
I was about to say.
We come up against City.
Not Man City. That was shit. Chelsea. Let's say
Chelsea. Yeah, maybe. But maybe. Chelsea right now, I see their fans turning on Tuchel. I'm thinking, this whole football thing is mad. It's mad. Look at Arsenal fans. Arsenal fans are saying, we give Chelsea. Yeah, it's crazy. I were just here.
Arsenal fans saying, but they got a title winning defense now.
Defense and that. Hey, listen.
Yeah, a couple wins against Norwich and fucking Burnley in the back.
It's all mad. But I think at the end of the day, we all want. I think. What will please me the most is if Ole can win something. I think I'll be the happiest fan because he's a legend and he's won something. Yeah. Obviously, Jose and LVG won something, but if Ole wins something with this club, it'll be both player and manager. I think it'll be a great day. All Ole in, Ole out, everyone's hugging each other, all happy. Obviously, certain fans will still be Ole out. Each to their own in it, but I think.
I mean, listen, if he wins the Champions League or Premier League, I don't think anyone can be Ole out. Simple facts.
There will be.
Simple. I'm saying if he wins the Champions League or the Premier League, I don't give a fuck if it's luck because I couldn't give 2 shits, right?
Yeah.
The Premier League can't be luck, but I'm on about the Champions League. If the Champions League's lucky, I couldn't give 2 shits. You got to give him his flowers. It's the Champions League, bro. Simple as that. So obviously, if people are still Ole out after that, then it is what it is. But for me personally, the reason I get frustrated, and I've said it already, is because the bigger picture quite clearly shows that if we continue the way we are going, unless there's drastic change, i.e. in-game management, substitutions come on, quicker to impact the game, we are not going to win the league. I'm trying to win the league here. I don't know what the next man's trying to do. I don't know what you guys are trying to do. I'm trying to win the league here. And do I think Ollie's going to win the league over Pep? Absolutely not. And that's not a dig at Ollie, because Pep's obviously one of the greatest managers of all time. However, Ollie has to show levels. And at the moment, we're literally relying on individuals to drag us through games. It might be okay in 6 weeks' time. We might be playing brilliant football, and people might say, "Oh, those wins were actually because we're going to be champions," and that's what champions do. Hopefully, I'm wrong. I wish nothing more than being wrong, because I don't want to see rival fans bantering us, bro. I can't be arsed. You know what I'm saying? That it's long. So hopefully, I'm wrong. But I can't personally see it, but it is what it is, I guess.
Now we're almost at an hour. Let's just touch on the weekend's game. I think I'm doing the stream with Biz on Saturday.
Jeez.
Listen, Everton, man. Rafa Benitez brings his team to Old Trafford. Are you not nervous? Because there's an early kickoff again. For me, quickly, I just don't know with this team, man. I don't know what United's going to turn up. I don't know who starts. And I just want to ask you lot on a certain link. I think for me, I think Lingard deserves a start now. I don't know what you guys think about that. I think Lingard deserves a start, man.
I would bench Greenwood. I'm not going to lie.
For who? Martial?
Oh, actually,
I think Lingard, because he's obviously we say Martial needs to.
I'd put Lingard.
Do you think Cavani deserves to start?
Yes, I think Cavani potentially as well. I mean, he likes Everton, doesn't he? He's done well against Everton.
That's true. That's
He's
true.
done very well against him.
Sancho, Greenwood, they're not. And Lingard's coming on and he's impacting games. Like, what more does he have to do to get a start now?
I would put Sancho right wing. You know, take Greenwood off, because I think Greenwood probably needs a rest.
That's another thing.
A lot of games as well.
That's one thing that's annoyed me with Ole, is like you're falling into the same trap that Jose fell into when he signed Sanchez. When you already got Martial and Rashford on the left. Yeah, you've got Rashford and Pogba and Martial that can play on the left, and now you signed Sancho to play on the right, and you're playing him on the left. Nah, come on, man.
Dabs said, "Let me jump in, get Ravels."
Oh gosh,
we're wrapping it soon, Dabs. Don't worry about it. We're gonna talk about Everton, but we would have. But
I want to see. Yeah, I mean, I see some people going at Sancho already. I'm just like, yo, man, ease up on the youth, man. Like, it's gonna take time, innit, with him. Like, this is what I'm saying. Everyone's just, there's no patience in this fan base.
Yeah, man. But listen, we're Man United. Like, obviously, I think because we've been spoiled for most of our lives.
So long. It's
like we just want it now. Like,
yeah. And obviously, seeing everyone else winning. I think as well, watching Liverpool win the league.
Yeah, that hurt us.
That's what's killed a lot of the fans.
That's why I'm like this, you know. Because I think that's why I'm like this. I think that's why a lot of other people have not got any patience, because I can't sit here and watch Liverpool potentially win another league title this year.
And is that they're coming back?
That kill me, man.
Bro, I'm telling you, bro, this is why I'm so on you out, because in my heart of hearts, I genuinely believe we can win the title this year, but not with him. And
but you see that one that you just said, like we can get a better manager. But like you said, if a lot of players are leaving, are you not scared that it can go left? Obviously, we can win the league, but it could be short-term success. So, like, if we win the league and then all those players leave, then it's like another rebuild comes.
That is a good point, because I do think we might be at the not end of the cycle, because obviously we've got Rashford, Sancho, Greenwood. These guys are the future, and we know that. But in terms of players like Pogba, Cavani, I mean, they're both match winners in their own godgiven right, innit?
Exactly. Losing both of them could be a huge.
Bro, we know our board. They are not going to replace these guys. They're going to say, Van der Beek's here. Here you go. You can find him. Regarding Cavani, he's never getting replaced. We know that's not happening. Unless Martial goes, then they'll replace him. I don't even know who I'd want personally, but I suppose that's a conversation for another day. But the point is, right, if Liverpool hypothetically were to win 2 titles under Ollie's tenure, I don't give a shit about his rebuild. This guy's allowed Liverpool to win 2 titles. Bro, that's historic for all the wrong reasons.
Yeah, we have to react. We have
to. Biz, bro, come on, man. You sat in trust the process. While Liverpool, bro, imagine, just picture Henderson in your head right now. We're lifting the fucking Premier League title one more time, and we're waiting on Ollie. Bro, let's get a manager and win the league. Fuck Liverpool. I don't want them to win the league, man. Yeah, man. We're allowing them to do it. And I'm not saying Ollie can't beat them, but I just don't trust him to beat Pep, Klopp, and Tuchel. I just don't think he's got it in him. Like, you have to be a proper elite manager. It's not easy to win this title. This is one of the hardest titles to win. It's not easy at all. Like, it's so much competition, and we know that. So Ollie's gonna have to be on pure job to win this title. Like, luck is only gonna carry you so far. You need to be on job tactically, and Ollie is not gonna be that guy, man. We could quite easily finish 4th. Like, I mean, What's the fourth in the FA Cup? That don't mean shit, man. A fourth in the FA Cup, we're just Arsenal. Like, do you know what I mean? Look what we got Ronaldo to finish fourth, and Varane. Come on, man. We got Varane. We hadn't even mentioned him. Bro, this guy's world class, man. He's showing it. Apart from that one howl of a mistake.
Yeah.
This guy's top draw, man. The team is good enough to win the league. But we need to get someone in who's on job for me personally. I hope
I think
Ole's
as
that
well,
guy.
like what with Ole as well this season is the fact that he hasn't stuck to an 11. It's
Yeah, he
changed
keeps
nearly every
doing little
game.
changes here
It
and
keeps
there.
changing every game, bro. Like even if you just start the same team again, like obviously the formation thing. But like if he was to try it again, I'd be like, all right, cool, bro. You're sticking to the same 11. You're trying to like build a team chemistry. But because it keeps chopping and changing this season, it's just everything just seems a bit disruptive, man. And especially now, Shaw and Maguire being out injured, it's disrupted the back line. One clean
I
sheet this
really wanted to
season.
play Bailly, man. I really wanted to play Bailly with Varane, but he won't
Yeah.
do it. He'll just stick to Lindelof. Like, I mean, Lindelof, he's too lightweight, man. Come on, man. Just do something different. Same shit. Like, he's got his favourites, man. He just, like, bro, what has Lindelof done to warrant a start? He's been shocking
Yeah.
last season as well. Like, do you know
I
what I mean?
like it's the injuries, isn't it? You can't rely on Bailly. I think that's the main reason why he
I
doesn't
know, but I
play.
would still at least give him games, man. Like, I feel like Bailly is better. I would love to see Bailly and Varane. Like, I think they'd
Yeah,
just be
same.
better.
Yeah, I think that'd be a wicked partnership.
Bro, if we kept Bailly fit, fuck Maguire. Like, straight up.
Bro, listen, even yesterday, yeah, from defense, we was moving it way quicker, and I was thinking, nah, bro,
Yeah.
Maguire, the unnecessary touches he takes, I just don't understand, and he does the same ball to Luke Shaw. There's nothing different.
There's
Like,
nothing-
bro, just
That chip
cry,
one,
man.
innit? Sometimes he hits the hour and I feel like punching him. Like, do you know what I mean?
But do you think him being out for a couple of weeks is a blow or a blessing?
I mean,
Because-
hopefully it's a blessing, innit? I'm not gonna lie. Look, obviously, look, we saw last season it was a blow, and let's be real, innit? It was a blow last season. But this season, when we've got Varane has shown levels. I think we've all seen that. Like that, this is what you actually call elite, and I think that's the case for a lot of players in our team. But
I don't know, man, because you say that, but then I don't think we concede that goal on Saturday. I know we've conceded.
Yeah, I was about to
goals
think the set
from
piece,
set
innit?
pieces. But if you watch Lindelof,
Aston
the
Villa.
house goal. I know it was
Oh,
Cavani's man. I know it was Cavani's man, but if you actually check Lindelof in that
Oh yeah,
he-
I don't want
scenario,
Lindelof to start. He's too.
he's
Lindelof
picked up nobody.
Nobody,
I
bro.
want, yeah. Lindelof's shocking, man. I want Bailly to start, man. Lindelof's cost us so many goals, right?
So
because
many.
he's make weight, man. He gets bullied in the air. Bailly obviously can get bullied as well. Don't get me wrong, but I just trust him, man. People are probably scared of that guy, man. You don't know what he's gonna do. Like, do you know what I mean? Like, if you're an attacker, but yeah, we'll have to wait and see, man. Regarding the Maguire thing, I guess.
Yeah, Saturday, man. Obviously, we just got to get a result, innit? Just got to get through it. Get to
You know what's
international
funny,
break.
yeah, with
We
this
say
team?
that every game, piss, man.
This
I know.
team, yeah.
Bro, it's 3 years. I want some good football, man. Everton is shit. Like, this shit as well. Like, they're like Spurs.
No, but now see, Osman, when you say that,
But
can't
you said
say
Villa
Everton
was
are-
shit.
how could you say they're shit?
man.
We're better than them.
Sorry,
We're better than
right,
them.
Right, okay,
But they're
one
not
second.
shit.
When I say shit, yeah, I'm talking to what in my head the standard of our players compared to them, yeah.
Yeah,
Don't
they say
tell me
that.
Chest. Okay, I always say shit, man, because in my head we should be passing these teams off the park, man. They're not good enough for us. Like, I understand every game's difficult. Villa is going to be hard for everyone. We get that. Obviously, Everton, a game, they're always notoriously a tricky game, even under Sir Alex Ferguson, obviously when Moyes was there, etc. Everton have always been a hard game. However, these teams, right, they are not good enough. They're mid-table teams this season. I just think the difference from the top, where we should be, from the players we got, to the middle ground is massive. Like, where Everton are, the gap, the golfing class is huge, man. Our bench is better than half their players, like, legit, like, comfortably. Like, yeah, so for me personally, man, just control the fucking game, man. We got too many players, man, of quality. We should be just passing off the park.
Yeah, the chances conceded is too much.
Every game.
And look at that's when De Gea comes alive, when shots are coming at him.
Yeah,
he starts doing his Spider-Man stuff, and we can't obviously kept us in the game yesterday, but eventually we're gonna meet a team where they're just popping it. It's 3, 4, 5, and we're thinking, nah, this guy's gotta go right.
I honest to God, I think it says a lot about our team when the player of the season, without a shadow of a doubt, for me, is David De Gea.
Yeah, and they're not looking good.
That says a lot about the team, and obviously we talk about the attacking, exploits that we've got with all the players we've got. And I know people will say, well, this is why he's playing McFred, but McFred have played a lot of games, and we're still conceding a lot of chances. So what's the issue? Like there's gotta be a bigger underlying issue when you've got two DMs in front of that back four. That back four is not poor. Like under previous regimes, you could say, you know, he's got Lindelof with Rojo, for example, or whatever defenses he used to play. Like you could see why there was frailties. Like these individual defenders with the goalkeeper and the two DMs with McFred in front should not be conceding. If you're gonna play McFred, I want us to be defensively resolute, like with the polar opposite. So what's the issue then? So I don't get it. Like, I mean, you've got to look deep, and it keeps going back to the coaching for me. I just don't think we're a ball coach team, personally.
It's the decisions for me, man. Like you said, even yesterday, 75th minute, you're making your first sub. Why?
Yeah.
Why?
That's
sense,
3 games in a row, by the way.
I don't understand. Unai Emery, I think he's made his fifth sub by then, and we're just
I
waiting.
think obviously you're right. I think it's not as much the coaching; it's definitely the in-game management. That's what annoys me, though. It's just the timing of the subs, man. Like, why can't you make a sub at half time? I think I've only ever seen him do it once.
The funniest thing is
he brought on Cavani, against Southampton.
The funniest thing is the one time he's done it, right?
It
fucking worked. It's paid dividends. Like Cavani, and I remember after that game, I was like, "Yo, Ole smashed it." Like, Ole, Ole, this is what I mean. You've got to sometimes in the games, right? You've got to take risks. And I know people say, "Don't take Bruno off, don't take your match winners off," and I completely echo that sentiment. However, in moments, you take a Bruno off, you chuck a Van de Beek in, it changes the dynamic of the game because the fresh legs, new ideas from that individual player. And you just got to be like, you've got to trust your players. He has no reason not to trust these players. I know people say, "Oh, he's played Van de Beek, he's not done X, Y, and Z," but he's never trusted him. Like, you know, mentally for a player, that's fucking him up.
Speaking of him, did you not see the thing yesterday, Van de Beek? What does that mean, man? That doesn't look good, bro.
I mean, look,
do you know what? I don't. All right, it don't look good, but at the same time, I kind of like that from Donny.
He's showing that he wants to,
he wants it bad, and when he comes on the pitch, bro, he's looking to give it 200%. So I like that, but at the same time, it's like, like Ole, bro, like come on now, innit?
And even Pogba, like at the end, Ole was trying to, hug him, and he didn't look happy.
Pogba not happy as well.
Nah, he was vexed. Well, I don't know what's happening.
The thing with Pogba, right, is, and I know Pogba didn't play well. I don't want people to misconstrue what I'm about to say, because people can say, "Oh, you love Pogba, blah blah blah." This isn't about Pogba. This isn't about Bruno. They're both our players. I love them. But the thing is, right, Pogba always gets hooked off, regardless of who's playing worse. Regardless, Pogba and Greenwood always get hooked off. Bruno and Rashford don't get hooked off.
It's the running, man. I'm telling you.
But it's not that, though. That's the thing that pisses me off, though. Fuck the favourites. Like, know me, yeah. You guys know me, yeah. I'm not as bad as Ty, but I've loved Marcel since day one, yeah. And I would have died for that, brother. Like Ty, not to that extent, but I would have died for the guy, yeah. But I realised last season, yeah, we need to drop all this player fucking agendas, player bias. You know, I want Martial X, Y, and Z. And Ollie's needs to drop it as well. He's got clear favourites, and I know every manager has that. But you've got to look at the overall picture. At the end of the day, if a player's not playing well, drag him off. Simple as, man. He's not taking players off. And I know, again, I'm going around in circles, but it frustrates me a lot because I feel like those players, their standards are dropping because I feel like they're untouchable. Like Bruno Fernandes is a top quality player and he's won his games on his own numerous occasions. But you can't tell me, yeah, why he couldn't have took Bruno and Pogba off yesterday and bought Matic and Van de Beek on. Like, it would have changed the dynamic of the game. Fresh legs in the middle of the park. We needed fresh legs in the middle of the park. Bruno was tired as well, to be fair. He was knackered. Like, he could have just flipped the script and it completely changed the game.
I was about to say, when I'm thinking about if he'd done those two subs, I wouldn't be as confident that we're going to score, bro. I'm not going to lie. Because Van der Beek, like you said, he hasn't proved anything as yet. Not even a little, like Lingard has.
This is another thing as well. Like, it's like the Delort thing. Like, Van der Beek, we know he's got techie ability, yeah? But every time he's played, bro, he's not been like, wow, this guy is actually sick. He needs to be playing week in, week out. He's just been like, do you know what? He's actually all right.
Okay,
yeah. He's actually all right. I want to see him a couple more games, though. You know?
He's not getting a couple of games. That's the problem. Like, those subs that I've just mentioned, yeah, I hear what you guys are saying. Obviously, they're fucking weird subs, and I get that. But what I'm saying is, he'll never just completely flip the script. Like he'll never do it.
He's under pressure, like you said, man.
No, but
Yeah.
the point I'm making is he's too structured and he's pre-telegraphed his substitutions before the game's even played. Like, do you get what I'm saying? Like, obviously the Donny and Matic one, they're just random names I've just plucked out of thin air. But what I'm saying is he'll never flip the script. He'll always go by the same shit, and that's the issue at Manchester United. I'm not. Look, do you think Ollie would have subbed Makeda on? Makeda's never having that moment on Ollie.
Nah.
Like, that's what I'm saying, bro. Sometimes you just do shit that you're like, rah, like, why the fuck's he done that? Like, the Fred one was somehow a stroke of genius. So was Matic against when Lingard scored that banger. That Matic one, I had to hold my hands up and say, fair play, Ollie. You got that one right. I was screaming, why have you subbed him on? But the thing is, he just doesn't. Like, I'm not saying do some random subs, but I'm saying he's so predictable with his subs. I can guarantee you Greenwood gets subbed off first tomorrow against Everton, whenever that is. I guarantee you, we're not scoring. Or is Greenwood, Sancho against subbed off first, regardless of how they're playing? They might be playing shit. Even if they're playing well, 7 or 8, they will get subbed off without a doubt. Bruno will not get subbed off, regardless. He needs to be able to mix it up for me. Like, do on the game. Don't fucking premeditate substitutions every week. So, for me personally, man, come on, man, Ali, man. Come on, show me that you got fucking some courage in you. Like, we want to win the league here. Like, at the end of the day, so it is where it is, but.
Fam, this club's got on a choke because even when we won yesterday and they're all hugging, I was bare smiling that, yes, this is the team, camaraderie. And then I look back at the game, I'm thinking, nah, you lot are dead now.
You lot are awful, man.
We should have been 3-0 down.
Yeah, bro. It's mad.
I think it should have been more, bro. It could have been 4 or 5.
Bro, they missed so many chances. It was on the other side of the pitch from where I was at. Bro, they missed so many chances. They literally missed like 3 1-on-1s. The Varane one. The one that he had like within the first 2 minutes of the game when De Gea went straight to it.
Yeah.
And then they had another one, like a free header from near post that De Gea did that like cat like saying.
I remember they had that breakaway when it was like 3 against 1.
Exactly. Then they should have scored. Like they literally they were violating us.
Listen, these next 8 games, obviously I got the list here: Everton, Leicester, Liverpool, Spurs, City, Watford, Chelsea, Arsenal. Wait, I'm excited because obviously I love football, innit? I love the big games, but I have a little bit of hope, and I don't know why, but like I said, Ollie George is real. Like he can go unbeaten in those next 8 games. Like when I look at those games, there's not one team. The only team I'm really shook of is the Liverpool game.
I'm
the others,
fearing Liverpool, bro, man.
The other games, I'm not. Yeah, I don't. Leicester is starting
there's a few of them at home, innit? So was it? We got
Liverpool and City at home.
Liverpool's at home, innit? Yeah, City.
Yeah, and Arsenal. So
Arsenal's off.
Well, we better win all 3 then, innit?
We better beat Arsenal. Man.
yeah, we have to.
Yo, we do not beat Arsenal. Like, oh my god,
we need to slap Arsenal, man.
Ollie ain't beating Arteta this time, man. It's time, car. I don't know how, but the Atlanta game as well is in between that. That's another game.
Yeah, a couple of big Champions League games to be fair in between that.
But listen,
then again, though, we will have a little time off as well because obviously we're not in the League Cup.
And I think Rashford comes back after international break, so
I don't care about that League Cup thing anymore. I'm over it, man.
I'm excited to see Rashford come back, and it'll be interesting to see who, like, how. I know is hope and praying, but he's a big part of this team, bro.
No, the reason I'm putting my hands in my face is because I know Rashford's gonna come and save this fucking prick's job. I know it. Like,
but why are you angry, Nasty? But why are you vexed though?
Because listen,
we want to win games.
You want to win the league, fam.
Listen. Small periods don't win your league titles. Consistency does. That's my issue, innit? Well, be consistently good of a long period. But as you just said,
small periods shouldn't mean the manager should lose his job.
Listen, I'm not saying that. But after these next couple of games, we'll see where we're at. We'll see.
I think we should do a quick review at the international break because it's another time to assess how the season's gone.
Yeah, should we do a score prediction for Everton or what was that?
Yeah, for Everton. Yeah, I was about to get to it. For Everton, Usman go first because I can't think right now.
Bro, I said 1-1 for Villarreal, by the way, and it should. I'm happy it wasn't.
Yeah,
I'm happy I was wrong in the end. But Everton, we are obviously at home, and we was all trying to buy tickets.
Yeah,
the shafted us with a 12:30, man. I'm not gonna lie. I'm gonna say we scrape it again. I'm gonna say another 2-1.
Yeah, the clean sheet.
We got 4-0. The clean sheet is a myth. I need to sell it short ASAP on fantasy football.
Is he? Would he be? Do you think he'll be back for that game? Because
I fucking hope so. Because Tellers is shit. I mean, hopefully that goal gives him a bit of confidence.
Yeah, I was about
but
to say,
he's
does Luke Shaw score that goal? Because that was
no,
Pickens, bro.
who scores that goal in that team? Now that's
That was
outrageous.
mad.
That goal.
That was a sick
That
goal,
was
man.
a serious goal.
Yeah, I'm gonna go 2-1 Man United. I feel like Greenwood might score because I'm gonna sell him. I'm planning on selling him on fancy football, so Greenwood probably will score tomorrow against Everton.
Biz, what you saying?
I'm gonna go 1-0, man. 1-0.
What, clean
Ronaldo.
sheet?
Clean shit, Biz. Is that you?
Yeah, bro. 1-0 Ronaldo, innit? I feel like we're just gonna hold it out, and it's gonna be one of them sticky games, man. Especially Everton play with 3 at the back as well, and obviously we struggle to break down teams on the low block. So, you know, we've had a dress rehearsal already, and we slapped them 4-0 in pre-season. But
Pre-season,
obviously,
yeah.
this is a
Did it Van de Beek play in that game or my?
Yeah.
Well,
Matt,
apparently you can't play in the Premier League. Oh yeah.
And Martial
Man,
started that
was in
game
it.
up top.
Yeah, listen, it is what it is, man.
Yeah, but just quickly on the Van der Beek thing. So if you was gonna pick a double pivot, I'm guessing we're all saying Van der Beek, Matic.
100%. 110%.
But then where's Pogba on the left? Like,
I'm not sure.
are we
Pogba
sticking with that?
I think Matic and Donny's the most sensible.
But then what's Pogba? Where's he?
But I think I would go. I think I'd go
you
Johnny
could go
and Fred. Just for the fact that
the
we
legs
won't get open. Yeah, it's the legs,
Yeah.
man. It's the legs, man, and you know what I mean. Fred could.
Yeah, but haven't they got Decore fit?
I think so. He should
Yeah,
be.
he's gonna bully Fred and fucking Van de Beek. I'll tell you that for free, bro.
Him and Allen, innit?
Allow that.
So, yeah, we do. We need
Matic.
Even Townsend, Gray. It's going to be a tough game.
Townsend loves a goal against Man United.
Yeah, I guess he
absolutely loves a goal against us.
Bangers, so
he always goes against us a prick.
I'm nervous, but I'm gonna go quickly 3-1. I think it'll be KG, but I think we'll get another goal towards the end.
Wow, 3-1.
We need
3 goals, Man United.
Yeah. Now the thing is, we get chances in games, and we just don't bury them. And it's like Cavani's header yesterday. What the hell, bro?
Yeah,
you have to score that,
Jerry. I don't agree with you there. I'm not gonna lie,
bruv. We had look at Greenwood against Villa. Yeah. He should have scored that 2 or 3, bro.
Okay, even the Lingard chance 2 minutes before the goal.
Yeah, bro.
That was a good chance,
it wasn't a clear-cut chance, but
it was a chance.
But
the keeper was literally on the ball. He had to dink it somehow. I don't know how he could have done.
But the decision making.
But those chances are right at the end of the game, by the way. Like when the game's completely open, tight. Like
but just score them, please.
Obviously, the Cavani one was the most obviously the gapey one, isn't it? But I just feel like in general, Ronaldo's barely getting a chance, lads. I'm sorry, he's not.
Yeah.
The crossing has been dog shit for most of the players. Every single player, apart from Bruno, maybe the other guys haven't crossed it once to Ronaldo. That he can actually win a header. He doesn't even need to be that accurate because he can out jump everyone. He just needs to be within like 5 yards so he can get on the end of it. But yeah, I don't think we create that many chances, to be personal. I think everyone keeps asking about Sancho. Do we just quickly give our opinion? I feel like business covered that anyways, to be honest.
I'm not that I'm getting worried, but I don't know, man. Like the right wing and left wing as well. Like, what's the plan with Sancho?
Someone said Sancho had a chance. Actually, he did. To be fair.
Oh yeah, see what I mean. See what I mean.
Pogba kind of had a chance as well.
Was that in the first half?
Him through and he
got
first
half. Yeah.
Sancho and Pogba kind of had half chances, both of them.
I need to watch the game, man.
The game, innit? Anyway, Saturday, obviously, big game. I think we've gone over an hour. Yes, we have. It's been a good debate. So yeah, listen. Pleasure to host. Usman, if you just want to wrap up and tell the people the daily content that's coming. And
I don't even know what day of the week it is. Thursday, isn't it? Thursday, first and foremost, obviously, shout out to Jerry, obviously, for hosting, giving me the opportunity to just sit here and chat shit for a change. I mean, I chat shit anyways, but I got more opportunity to do that. So obviously, everyone's links are down below. It's to the YouTube channel. So we got United Team Talk link, which of course is Jerry's. Very close to 200 subscribers, so make sure you go subscribe. Obviously, RBiz, Anti from Trafford Tunnel. If you don't already know who they are, listen, everyone's family here, so make sure you subscribe to them. If you subscribe to us, obviously, our subscribers need to go and get them over 200 as well. Show them love. Listen, it is what it is. Got to uplift our homies and all that. Everyone's socials down below as well. Regarding the content, tomorrow we got Friday Rivals with Steve. I believe Jerry's on that.
Yeah, I'm on that tomorrow.
Okay, Jerry's on that. We've got a couple of other guys coming on. I think Bits and Bobs is on that as well. amongst other people. So obviously stay tuned for that. 8 o'clock tomorrow. I'm going to be on Flying Pigs channel as well. If you don't already know who that is, obviously come through at 6 o'clock.
Flying Pigs, bro. I've not seen that brother about for a minute.
Listen, that guy's.
He used to be on full-time
He
thing,
was,
innit?
bro. He was original, bro.
I'm like one of his day one subs now. We got way back.
Same.
Way
Flying
back.
Pig HD.
He
He's
was
funny,
one of the
bro.
original YouTubers.
Yeah,
man.
he's
Trust
literally the
me.
OG in it. So hopefully I'm on his channel tomorrow at 6 o'clock, which I will tweet. Obviously, follow all of our socials. If you don't already know, because you haven't got me on Twitter, I've lost my Twitter account. So please do follow me because I've got like 10 followers now, but it is what it is. We're growing it back up. And then Saturday, watch along, match reaction, all the generic stuff. Yeah, that's pretty much it, isn't it? Follow everyone's socials, that kind of shit, and subscribe to the boys and myself.
Sick. So yes, like he said, subscribe and let's just hope for 3 points on Saturday, man.
Cheer up, man. Come on, man.
Nah, because
positive, man.
It's before international break. It's before international break. I'm shook.
Yo,
I want the early. When the early kickoff.
This game means a lot to me, bro. This game means a lot. You have to wait 2 weeks to redeem
Exactly.
yourself.
That's what I'm saying. I don't want that feeling, man.
Yeah,
man.
It is what it is. But anyways, we're going to wrap it there. Obviously, subscribe to our channel. It's been your boy, Usman. Obviously, thank you for tuning in. Peace.